Hi guys. Yes, I just turned 30 and I can't believe I'm in 30s. Wow. It is amazing. It is disappointing. I don't know. I got some mixed feelings about it, but I think there's some lessons I've learned about that I've in my 20s. So here are some of the lessons that I've learned the last decade. Hey guys, I just landed 30s and I feel like I feel like an ancestor. Lesson number one: time runs fast. Anytime design inaenda jo. Just the other day I was in my 20s. Just the other day. Now I'm in third floor. It's very unbelievable, man. That's that's one lesson I've learned, and it is hard to believe that. It is very hard to believe that I'm now in my 30s. I'm no longer be young anymore. Yeah, hii means inayo kuzurura tu kwa no. So time inaenda fast sana. Time really flies. That's one lesson I've just discovered, man. Hey, I feel like I've not done a lot. I've not done too. I've not done. Hey, yeah, that's number one lesson. So, ladies and gentlemen, another lesson I've learned is uh, I know, I know many of you have made this quote that nobody cares. Really? Do people really don't care? No. It's only that people are busy. That's what I've realized. People are busy solving their own problems. Others are busy chasing their own dreams, you know. So the quote kwamba people don't care. Well, I still don't really, because we are all chasing something. Some are busy chasing a dream, some are busy struggling, maybe solving their financial issues, especially right now. You have to understand that money matters. Well, again, thank you. That's another lesson. Money matters. Money really matters right now, because without money, nothing moves, man. Nothing moves. That's one lesson I've learned. So if you are in your 20s and hopefully you're going to be in third floor like me, and you won't believe it, you have to learn to manage your money. However little it is, that is one critical thing. Yes. Another lesson you have to realize is that, yeah, for those who have been lucky enough like me to have parents until the age I am right now, you need to now realize they will never be there forever. Yeah, I don't really mean to say like, oh, they'll die or no. Actually, parents themselves, by the time, for example, for me, when I was in my 20, when I was 24, they had to give my autonomy now. They had to really prove that now I'm in my own. 24 or 22? Yeah, 22. At 21, for male, 21, 22. At that age, your father will even decide to chase you out of home. In an African setup, I don't know, maybe cultures zingine, but for me, I was moved out of our home, where I used to call our home. Now, at that point, you have to learn to live on autonomy, whereby you have to realize now there are some things you'll never do under your parents' command. You'll do them by your own command or by your own thinking, by your own decision. That's one, yeah, that's one thing. You have to realize that these people, your mom or your dad or your uncle, they'll never be there forever. Well, for those taking alcohol, do you still go to party? Yeah, at 21, 22, 23, 24, that one you should drink. But from 25, 26, oh man, life will start dingering you. You get it? If you can't understand that word dingering, sometimes life do dingers. If you are taking alcohol at that age, well, fine. You are still partying, well, fine. Because in many cultures around the world right now, most of at this age, this age bracket, 21, 20, 21, up to 25, many are still in, many are in university. Well, let me speak here in the local. Wengi wako uni, so party after party is the big vibe, is the main vibe right now at that time. Yeah, it is also a platform where you connect with others. But that one at age of 26, 28, 29, it will be a disaster. That is a recipe, like they say, it will be a recipe for disaster. At that point, you have to slow down, or if possible, you cut alcoholism. Should I say alcoholism? Alcohol habits, you have to cut them off. I personally, I stopped drinking at age 22. Yeah, I think 22 I was done. I was done with the alcohol, marijuana. I've also been smoking. I had smoked marijuana before, but I said enough. I don't need all this because for someone who has some goals, for someone who wants to be successful in the future, if you are in your 20s or you are a teenager, you have to stop alcohol and the drug abuse. That one there's no compromise. Hakuna ile ya huruma ama nini. These things there's I will generally say these are the abyss of many, especially young people. This is the real abyss of people. This is where you fall. Chances of coming back up. I've seen many people around me who have been taken deep into drugs. Oh, hawezi rudi, you can't reform them. Yeah, even if you're taking to whatever they call sijui rehabilitation, chances of making it back, because remember, drinking alcohol, that's money. Now you are in your youth, you are in your strongest era, and then you take that alcohol, you take that money to buy alcohol or other substances. So that is money gone. You're buying something to feel high. You're gonna feel high until you don't have, maybe until you reach space where you just float, until you can't come back to the gravity anymore. So personally, or for anyone listening to this, maybe mimi madawa, pombe, nini, drugs, substance abuse, you have to cut. Yeah. Another lesson. Uh, relationship. Relationships are very critical at the age of 21 to 29. Yeah. Earlier on I said about partying, meeting, even love life. These are some of the early stages of love life. I think that's where you start learning how to relate with other people. So this is where you'll meet heartbreaks. Heartbreaks are real and they are very painful. I've had one. So from there, if you manage to go past that route, as a, I don't think nothing can conquer you going ahead. So that's one of the key things about 20s. 20s is where now you build a relationship, you build life, love life. This is where you have big dreams. Actually, at age 20, 21, you think you are. Yeah, there are some who have taken over the world, but not all of us manage to take the world. So in that process, there is a painful part of it when you fail, but it is good when you learn from that that life. If you succeed, well and good. But again, yeah, again another thing, what I've discovered, when you succeed at a young age, it will really blow up your ego. And in one way or the other, if you're not careful about it, that ego will be the same thing bringing you down, maybe within the same age or later on in your life. Successful people, they do also, I would quote, stupid things in their life, and that also bring the disaster, maybe in their relationship, their finances, and everything. But again, for those who learn the hard way at a young age, again, if you are good, if you are a quick learner, so you can save the boat. Yeah, so that's one thing I've learned. Okay, again, age 28. Ha. Yeah, and I have analyzed this because I speak in confidence with age 28. This is the toughest year. This is the toughest year to any two-legged human walking creature. Age 28. So if you are not yet at the age of 28, please be careful. Be very careful. Anyone who has crossed that age, that year, has a story to tell. It is the toughest. It is the toughest year, I think, in everyone, because I've tried to analyze the age 28. I found out these are the toughest years to many people. Ask around, ask anyone who will tell you when they were at age 28, something must have happened to them. For me, yeah, it was a painful one, heartbreak. I have a friend of mine who was at that age. Well, a loved one passed away. So I think age 28 is the most toughest year in the 20s. If you are not yet there, you better be careful because something must hit you. You have to be very careful. And at that point is when now you start realizing there are things you need to learn in your life going forward. Yeah. Another thing, this is where you now learn to you you learn to put people in their category. There are people you'll have to work with in your life, and there are people you'll have to put aside. Just as I said, in a relationship, you have to realize, this is where you realize who matters in your life and who doesn't matter, especially from 25 to 29, because at this point now you have responsibility. You start realizing the responsibility you have to take in your life. Maybe you're paying rent, maybe you have a fiance or a loved one, there are some expenses in a relationship, in love life. Maybe this is where now you have to put focus on your goals. If you're finishing college, or if you just got a job and you need to now, I think this is the stage where you have to Google more, to focus, to look for more information about maybe your finances, everything that you think is now becoming a baggage on you. This is the period. But age 28, it is the toughest one. It is. In conclusion, what what I can say about age 20s is that it is the most stormy age, I think, in human life. So this is where most of the decisions are made, and this is where most of the decisions are destroyed. Like, this is where most of the results start. So whenever you see someone in life who is in 50s, in the situation they are, probably it is because of the decision they made earlier on in their 20s. So if at all you're within this age, you have to be very careful, you have to be very focused, you have to look on the better position of yourself. You may not be able to see the position you want to be in the future because of the excitement and the energy when you are young, but it is good to learn. So let me hope whoever makes this video, if you are within that age, maybe you learn from this monologue, and please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. I'm Chacha Munsiro. It's getting dark, so I can't film anymore. Thank you.